Hello everyone, I'm back, and today we've got a tutorial on the Maple Leaf Skewb. So the first thing you want to identify is the centerpiece between the inner edges and corners. As you can see, this one's blue and this one's orange. This identifies the color for the whole side. So let's say we want to start off with white. This is the white centerpiece, and we first got to solve the white edges. It looks kind of like a triangle, a curved triangle, just around here. So we want to find one of the white edges and match it up with the white center. So I've got one here, and we can easily match this up with the white center. Just moving it up, flipping the edge, and moving it back. And we've got the white edge. There's another white edge here, and we can move it in, flip the edge, and move it back. This part is very intuitive, and it should be pretty easy to learn if you're already familiar with the original Rubik's Cube and the way pieces move around. Another edge here. So I've got 3 edges, just one more. The edge is over here. There we go. Now I've got all the white edges for the white side. Moving on, now we have to do another side of edges. Let's say we're going to do the yellow. This is the yellow already, and there's already 3 yellow edges matched up. That's good, that's lucky. And the last yellow edge is here. You can always move the outer layers around without affecting any of the centerpieces, the inner centerpieces in here. So as you can see, here are all the white edges, and when I'm just moving the outside, I can move any of the outside pieces and the white centers won't be affected. So for the white edges, I can just move this around until it's near the yellow center, flip the edge, and put it in. Note that the white and yellow centers don't need to be opposite. They can easily just be next to each other. So this one, we've got to mess one of the centers up, but we can undo those moves after. So let's just say we've got the green edges here, but as I want to solve the orange center, I can just mess that one up, fix the orange center, but then when I'm going back, I'll fix the green center again. So basically messing up one of the centers, but then undoing it so it doesn't affect anything. Now we've solved all the edges. We've got the white, yellow, green, blue, red, and orange. The next step is to solve the inner corner pieces. This looks like a leaf shape, and there's 3 very easy algorithms that you have to learn for this. So let's just say we're doing the white inner corners, and we want to do a cycle of this edge, and this edge. So it's just in a anti-clockwise direction of these 3 corners. We can just very intuitively move the right layer up, flip the edge, move the right layer back, move the left layer down, flip this edge, move the left layer back up, and then just undo it all. Let's just do a cycle of this edge, this edge, this edge, and this edge. And that will be very helpful for solving the inner corner pieces. The next algorithm you need to know is if you want to swap this corner, and this corner in a clockwise direction. Basically all you gotta do there is, this algorithm is very repetitive, so it's easy to learn. You just move this top layer up like that, flip the edge, move it back down. Move this right layer up, flip the edge, move it back down. Move this top layer up, flip the edge, move it back down. Flip the top layer up, move the edge, and put it back down. And then that just swapped this corner, this corner, this corner. Yeah, so just in that clockwise direction of these edges. The final algorithm you'll ever need to know for solving the corners of the Maple Leaf Skewb is if you want to do the same algorithm I showed before, except in a anti-clockwise direction. So you're just going up like this. If you're going in that direction, the algorithm is very simple. It's basically just the opposite of what I showed before. So move the right layer up, flip the edge, move back down, and then you do the up layer, flip the edge, move back down, right layer, flip the edge, move back down, up layer, flip the edge, and move back down. That just switched this edge, this edge, this edge, and this edge. So those 3 algorithms are the only algorithms you need to know for solving the inner corners. So now we can just use those 3 algorithms for solving the corners. So how about let's do yellow. So I just aligns this yellow corner up above its spot, and we can easily just move a cycle of these 3 edges, which is the algorithm I just showed before. So I can move it like that. And we have solved that edge just from that simple algorithm. Now we can do this blue corner, and we can just do a swap of these 3 edges again. You can very simply just do that intuitive algorithm. And we've solved that corner. Next we can do one of the reds, and this one we can do the first algorithm I showed by swapping these 3. And by that we've solved that corner. Alright, I'll finish off solving this yellow inner corner by swapping these. However, this is solved. There's an unsolved piece right there. We can just add that in and swap them. And then reverse these setup moves. Okay, as we're getting to the last final couple of corners, inner corners, we have to set up to make the corners above where it's supposed to go. So I need to put this corner here, but I can't do that by normal outer moves. So I can instead, when it's over here, just flip that so it goes down to there. And I'll have to reverse that move after I finish this. And I'm just going to do a clockwise swap of these. This one's a solved piece from here though, so I'll have to swap with this and just do that algorithm. And then we'll just have to undo the setup moves. We've just got a last 2 inner corners left. Okay, so now as we've only got 2 unsolved inner corners left, we can set these 2 up so they're just adjacent to each other. I can do that. I can just move this piece down, flip it. Now this is adjacent. We'll have to undo that move later. Now I've got the swap between this, and this. So this needs to go to a blue edge to be paired up, and this white will go to there. So we can get one of these blue pieces and just move it over. And now this is a good swap. If we swap all these 3, it'll work out. So I can do that clockwise algorithm. And then we just gotta reverse the setup moves we did. And then reverse them. Now we've solved all the centerpieces, and we can solve the rest like a Skewb. If you guys already don't know how to solve a Skewb, I'll link a tutorial in the description. The Skewb is a very easy puzzle. Most of you already know this if you have the maple leaf Skewb. So we just reduced it to a Skewb, and now we can solve it like a Skewb. These are just the corners, and everything we've just solved acts as the centerpieces. Now we're just going to U-perm. And that's it, we're done. Well, that's it on this tutorial on the maple leaf Skewb. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer all of them. Anyways, if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. But most importantly, thank you guys all so much for watching.